Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2008 North America regular season. Kicking things off real nice here with a rematch between the Chicago Chimera and the Carolina Core. We mentioned before the break that we're going to be moving off to FIFA, and we were not lying. We're moving on to FIFA right now, and we've had a great matchup so far. We've seen Forza 2. We watched Chomper and Jason X defeated for the first time this season, and Generally Live and Phantom coming in big. Mystic won for Core, and now we're moving on to Anomaly versus Eafra, and that's going to happen right now. In fact, let's just introduce our first player from the Carolina Core, Anomaly. And I mentioned it before the break, Swoozy, and I'm going to mention it again, that this is an interesting story because Anomaly was a player for the Chicago Chimera last year, and now, of course, he's sporting a Core jersey. He also had a 3-0 record during the World Finals last year in 2007, so many players are very excited to see if he's going to be able to keep that winning record going here, and he's got a very, very tough opponent ahead of him. Is a new draft to the Championship Gaming Series, and it is Eafra. And Eafra is playing for the Chicago Chimera. Of course, a new draft, taking Anomaly's spot. He won FIFA at the Combine, won over Cregan BG. And if I remember correctly, he actually only got scored on one time.
I heard
in
this
regulation.
kid's defense is beastly. That's word on the street saying this guy's defense is out of control.
Well, we're going to find out firsthand right here. 1 of 2 new drafts in the 2008 season for FIFA, Barmoa from the Dallas Venom being the other one. And before we actually get into the FIFA action, let's find a little bit about how the game is played.
FIFA 08 is a cutting-edge soccer game in which 2 competitors face off as their favorite national teams. Every match consists of 2 4-minute halves, and the winner is the player with the most goals at the end of regulation play. And every goal counts as 1 point towards the team's match total. Ties are settled in a penalty shootout, and these goals also count as 1 point each towards the team's match total.
Pretty simple, Swoozy. You score a point, you get a point, right?
Point.
If it ties at the end, you go to a shootout, which they're always really excited. And of course, those points are also added as well. So a very simple approach to Forza, but can be a very, very crucial game to get those 1 or 2 points, especially when you see a shutout.
Well, I think these guys too. I mean, just looking at the teams right now, I think they're pretty close. I mean, some people might disagree with me, but I mean, I think Season 2 for Chicago and Carolina, FIFA could make or break it.
It could. You're absolutely right. And I think amongst the general talent, it is very close. And we're going to be seeing that over the next couple of days sort of evolve. But we've seen the game feature. You know how the FIFA scoring works. I'm ready to get this game started. A little bit of football for the day. There we've got a shot of Anomaly and of Eafra, and we are ready to go. So any initial predictions here? Do you play soccer?
You know, I do the football thing, but, you know, I keep it on the pad. I got a bad elbow.
You got the sticks.
You know, my left pinky toe.
I'm the same way. So I do have a little update. We're going to have Anomaly playing as Brazil. He'll be in the yellow, and Eafra will be playing as France in the blue. So let's get this game started as soon as they're ready. And I'm ready for our first soccer action for the 2008 regular season. We're just going to wait for the game to get. Looks like they are already in this game. Once again, we've got the yellow players are going to be Anomaly. That's Carolina Core's FIFA player. He's playing as Brazil, and Eafra will be playing as France. In the blue, we're at 0-0 starting things off. We're on FIFA 08 this season, and like we said, some new talent here to the game. And you said that you've heard that Eafra's defense is quite phenomenal.
I mean, this guy too. I mean, it's the East Coast players apparently play certain ways. I don't know how much that is as far as FIFA goes, but I mean, like every time I hear about this guy, I keep hearing about how solid his defense is.
Well, we did see our first shot on goal coming from the Chimera. Eafra sent one over from the corner, and the goalie safely got that out. We got an opportunity right here. Tried to head that one into the goal of Anomaly, or of Eafra, but that was quickly stopped by the goalie, sent back out to the middle. And I expect to see a lot of attacking by both of these guys, but if his defense is really as awesome as people say, and in the Combine, you can't really go against those stats. Susie. You can't really go against the fact that he had 1 goal against him in regulation play.
And he went pretty early as far as FIFA players are concerned, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's we'll see. I mean if it was a good pick as far as how early in the draft he went, but again, it's FIFA, so it's going to be 1, 2, skip a few kind of points thing.
Exactly. And now last year, Core had PK on their team,
correct.
and PK was actually one of the underperformers for the Carolina Core. So, I mean, no disrespect to PK or the Carolina Core, but from that particular selection, I think you can only go up. So Anomaly obviously proved himself not only during the regular season of 2007, definitely during the World Finals. So back to the action here as the ball keeps going back and forth. Both of these players really showing both offense and defense. Eafra getting a chance here, a possible chance ball as he's going to send it out to the middle. Goalie is going to dive all over that and get it out quickly. So far, I haven't seen any really, I guess, super impressive shots. We've just seen some pretty typical attempts on goal. We're going to send it midfield. We'll see Anomaly stop that one short. But again, back and forth between these two players. And I wonder how different it is going from a game like FIFA 07 to a game like FIFA 08.
I mean, I've heard that it's almost like manual and automatic when it comes to vehicles. Like I talked to Cregan a little bit at the Combine, and he was just shaking his head. He was like, no, 07, I love it. 08, so I mean, I really want to see how different. I mean, it looks very similar to 07 to me, but playing and looking is totally different things.
Right, of course. There's a lot of different aspects that can go into that. We had a goal kick coming out here for Eafra, and he's going to send that easily up to the middle. It's got a 3-on-1 situation. That's going to be Anomaly. Will clear that ball out quite easily. Still no score on the board. And we are well into regulation time. Here's a chance.
Oh, here we go.
But no, once again, Eafra is going to send that defense back, and we will have Anomaly making another attempt here. He's going to pass it right over to one of Eafra's defenders, and he will clear it out as well. Anomaly's going to get another piece of it here. He's not quite done with this particular attack. Finally, Eafra will just launch it over the midline. And we will have Anomaly once again try to make it and take it forward.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but during the Combine, a lot of these matches came down to shootouts.
That's what I understood, too, from the Combine. That is correct.
So, I mean, when you have a game like this, I mean, it looks like there might be a lot of flirting going on depending on who the two players are, and then it just might come down to, okay, game's over, let's have some shootouts.
Oh, there's a chance right there. Could possibly offsides, I believe, was called. But we're going to find out right here. Yeah, that was definitely an offsides ball as Eafra's player was 2 steps ahead of his opponent. That means we'll have a kick here, and it is picked back up by Eafra midfield. He's going to just shift it around here, try to let his midfielders advance forward, and so he could possibly get some sort of attempt. And that's just it. I think that it's been some pretty easy passes up to the front, but when you've got one attacker up there, like we see in this situation, not a whole lot you're going to be doing when they're being swarmed by the defense of Chimera. So a real back and forth game. It looks like we're about ready to hit the half here after our injury time clears, and we're going to have a scoreless game.
Yeah,
so if this is any indication of just how tough these guys are going to play, I think I probably only saw maybe 3-4 chance balls, per player. So, there was a header attempt. We had another couple attempts from the side. But overall, that was a pretty straightforward half.
Yeah, same thing,
0-0.
too. I mean, Anomaly, when he came in at World Finals, I mean, I was expecting to see, after I went to the Mexican draft and I saw those guys, and I was expected, okay, no matter what games get in over there and they have to come back over here, the overseas players are going to dominate in soccer. But Anomaly held his own when these guys came over.
Yeah, and I mean, I really respect Anomaly as a gamer because he didn't start playing FIFA. That wasn't his first game. I used to play Return to Castle Wolfenstein with Anomaly back in the day.
Really now?
I've got a lot of respect for gamers that can really be very versatile and dynamic with the types of games that they play. And I was really happy to see Anomaly come out to the Combine in 2007, get drafted, and redrafted in 2008. I think that says a lot.
Game. Technically, it's the same. It's EA, it's all that, but technically, it's a different game. So I mean, it just shows that these guys are pro-minded. I mean, when it comes down to it, a lot of it is a mindset because you're switching games here. Yes, it's still soccer. Yes, it's still FIFA. But at the same time, from what I've heard, a lot of this is not the same. Right.
And with any sort of new game, whether it's a new year, like a new sports year, or just a new iteration of it, like Forza Motorsports or PGR, there's definitely a lot to learn about the game. And again, the continued battle of offense and defense is just ongoing here, Swoozy, as Anomaly has made a few more breaks this particular half, but again, they haven't been breaks that have gotten me on the edge of my seat thinking
Correct.
that he's about to score. He's really kind of trying to chip away at the defense of Eafra, and you know, he was not scored during the combine, so maybe we'll see that take it into the regular season as well. He is moving it up midfield, but it looks like kind of a big old mess in the middle. He's finally going to set it out to the side. He's got a chance here. Anomaly's going to take it to the outside as he finally puts a defender up there. He's going to try once again. Oh, it's over the top of the goal. And he did have an opportunity to go for it there, but we're going to have a goal kick now for the Chimera as they'll send it over midfield and see if Anomaly has a chance to trap this and get control of the ball. He will send it out, but Eafra's going to quickly take this one over, but now he's going to be faced up against 3 defenders from Carolina Core. Anomaly. He's going to try to work it here over on the sidelines. He has the opportunity to send it to the middle. Going to be a tough kick. He does manage to do it, but goalie's right there to pick that one off, and he'll put it down on the ground and send it out. Again, we're just, you know, it's almost like a soccer stalemate right here, Swoozy.
So correct me if I mean, this is the thing. Me and Dr. Dog were talking the other night about FIFA, and in Season 1, you would see 1 player with the ball running into 3 of his opponents. Why do they do that? I mean, like, you see them coming at you, but I'm just going to plow right through you. What's the deal with that?
Well, I mean, one thing is to take into consideration is that at any given time, you're really only controlling 1 of your players.
Correct.
So there is sort of an AI aspect to that. But the other thing is that each of these players chooses different positioning that they want their players to play in. So it's very possible that the 2 sort of strategic or field positions for both teams are actually different, so they collide in such a way.
Okay.
Like it seems like Eafra plays a few more defense, or maybe like the 4 up front and then the 5 in back. And so that just may cause, you know, more of a defensive cluster, if you will.
Yeah, and it was always around midfield. You'd have that one guy coming with the ball, and he's just, you know, just doing his own thing, and then 3 guys jump out of nowhere, and he doesn't try to pass it or anything. He's like, I'm going to get it taken, and it gets taken. So I'm still trying to figure out what that's all about. Some hidden strategy, or what do we got here?
Chance ball here. He sent it out to the side. Anomaly will be able to pull it away. In fact, he didn't even let his goalie get his hands on that. He was like, I'll take care of this, brother. Don't worry about it. He sends it up midfield. He's really trying to work this ball after getting it back, but he is not going to be able to do it. Eafra additionally has had some great chance balls. Another attempt, and Anomaly will choose to shoot that one back to his goalie, and goalie does pick it up. Okay, 85 seconds on or 85 minutes on regulation clock, and we are going to be counting down here really close. It is very possible that in the opening FIFA match, it may come down to a shootout, but we're not going to call this one quick. Not yet, because we still have regulation time on the clock, and that could seal the deal right there. If either of these players picks it out, and Anomaly is going to kind of take this one slowly. He sends it back. He's going to try to send it back up midfield, and there's, Swoozy, the answer to your not getting all clustered up is that solid passing between players. Unfortunately, wasn't solid enough. Now we got Eafra coming up. He's going to try to send it to the middle and stop short by those 3 defenders on the left side. He's going to try to take it back up the middle, but regulation time is over. We're now in injury time. So there's only going to be 1 or 2 more quick runs for either of these players, and then it looks like we might officially go to a shootout. So we're going to hear a big launch there to the middle.
Those are very fun.
They are fun. So one last attempt right here. Nice. Oh, we got a corner kick coming out here as Anomaly did try to go for it. Big hands there on the goalie, and here's the corner kick. And this is going to be pretty much Anomaly's last chance. He's going to send it in, tries to send it deep, and the goalie gets his hands on it very high up in the air as he jumps for that one and gets it. And that will probably be it. Eafra might have one last chance to make a run here. That's exactly what he's going to do. And it won't matter. Anomaly's goalie will clear that one up, and it is over. 0-0 regulation play. That means we're going to be going on to a shootout.
This is not an easy game to play. I picked this game up after the Season 1 ended. I mean, these guys make it look so easy, and I grab the sticks, and I'm sitting around. All this ball movement that you see going on, I don't know if you've played FIFA recently, man, but, I mean, if that was 07, and I was having a hard time. So these guys are making 08 look like it's child's play. It's a hard game to play.
Well, and so here's how the shootout works. I hope that I'm correct here. Is that it's 5 shots?
I don't know what you're going to say, but you're correct.
5 shots on both sides. Here we go. Anomaly's first shot, and he'll make it. Now remember, what's also important, Swoozy, is that these points count towards the team score as well. Correct. Oh, that one was missed by Anomaly, and that could be big. That one could be big. Eafra right now has 2. Anomaly only has 1. Oh, another one blocked for Anomaly.
Yep, these guys
and wow, unbelievable. Eafra takes number 3. These are quick. Anomaly really needs to pick this one up or it's going to be over.
He's thinking
He's
about
going to wait.
Let the pressure build.
Yep, he's got to block Eafra's next 2 shots. And here it goes.
Bam.
Boom, right down the middle. It's blocked again. And that means that Eafra is going to win it 3-1. And what an amazing amazing game. 0-0 to start things out. But Eafra will win it for his team 3-1. And the Chicago Chimera needed those points.
Definitely.
It looks like we got Cammy down on the sidelines with Eafra right now. Cammy, take it to you.
Hi, I'm here with Chimera's new player, Eafra. Congratulations on that game. It had to go down to the shootout. I do have a question for you. Seeing that you're coming into this as a new player, were you worried at all about your defense when you first jumped into the game?
No, my defense has always been on point, and once again, it was this match also.
All right, he's very confident in that. So that's all I have for you back at the desk, Wheat.
All right, thank you, Cammy. Congratulations to the Chicago Chimera as they do pick up a few more points. Now would be the time to take a look at the big scoreboard to see how these points are breaking down. I believe that we've still got a slight lead by the core, but there it is. We've got now 7 points over on the Chicago Chimera side. 12, though, for the Carolina core, and they're starting to pick it up. Only 5 points separating these 2 teams. Of course, we got Black Mamba versus Offbeat Ninja. Huge, huge match, and that one is coming up right now, actually.
It could set the CS team up for something very beautiful, but
it could.
It's going to come down because in World Finals, I don't know if you remember, but Mamba came into that Offbeat match and he was dead confident. Like he sat down and he was just like,
let's do this.
Let me get 5 points. I mean, you could see it before he even grabbed the controller. So if Mamba comes in with that tonight, I mean, I played Offbeat last night, and he was playing very solid. And I saw him at DID in Texas, and he was playing solid. He won that first place. So, I mean, if we got both these guys coming in super confident, we might see some Super Saiyan-type battle go down right now.
All right, Super Saiyan-type battle would be nice. Let's introduce these players. First up for the Carolina core, it is Offbeat Ninja. You know him, you love him. He's going to be using Ein, #1 DOA male for the 2007 season. Obviously, he's got a lot to prove. And Swoozy, I don't want to.
He's a tough guy to play, man.
Yeah, he is a tough guy, and I don't want to take away credit from any of the players in CGS, but the DOA field in male and female is unbelievable. It is mind-blowing.
The talent that's out there, I mean, we had a lot of guys. I mean, even on the taxi squad, like you got guys like Tom Brady and, I mean, Callie Jarrett. These guys, I saw him back there somewhere. And these guys, we all got the talent, but it's like it's just so crazy right now.
All right, well, he's standing back there. He's waiting to be introduced for the Chicago Chimera. It is Black Mamba.
Oh, yes.
And he's come to play. He'll be playing with Helena, world champ, and definitely a top contender this season to be #1. And I talked to him before the matchup. He said he was ready, and both these guys bring their A game. And let's shoot it on over to Dr. Dog and Cammy and get the pre-match prediction.
Dog, let's hear it.
All right. All right, I'm back here with Dr. Dog, our CGS expert. Our DOA expert, excuse me. I have a question for you. Knowing that Offbeat Ninja and Black Mamba were former training partners, do you think that that has any effect as far as in this particular match?
Absolutely. Both these players know each other very well.
Yep.
What we saw last season was Ryan pretty much dominated every match, and then in the World Final, when it really counted, Mamba stepped up and showed that he may be the #1 DOA player. I think right now Mamba's looking to show that he's taken his paces from the World Final, not from last season. But Ryan also had a terrible training camp, so I'm sure he wants to kind of show that the training camp was just that, in training.
All right, well, there you have it. Back to you, Marcus.
Thank you very much, Swoozy. I don't think I could disagree with anything the Dog said there.
Yeah, he nailed it with that one. I mean, because we have Mamba who came in with 2-2 in the online, and then you have Offbeat who was 1-4, and Offbeat was saying, I was training. Let's get to the season. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm about. So
well, we're ready to get going. I know we are here at the desk. I believe players are ready. But first, let's talk a little bit about the map. They're going to be playing Gambler's Paradise. And, of course, the Vegas map. And one pretty simple. There's a street. There's a middle divider. There's a bunch of cars that are annoying. And it definitely sets up for interesting combos and interesting, different styles of play.
This stage is genius. I mean, just at DID, when Master and Offbeat faced off, offbeat juggled master off of 2 cars and over the middle of the stage. It was intense to watch. It took like 90% of the damage. So anything like that could happen.
Well, let's fire into the game now. We've got Carolina Core versus the Chicago Chimera, Dead or Alive 4 male, and it starts now.